Hey everyone, this is DayTraderRockStar, and this is a 10 for 1,000 watch and high probability setup and market outlook for the week, well, actually the first week of July. Now this video is usually broken down into two segments. The first segment is I do a general market outlook and kind of a review of the week's action and where the market, general market, the S&P 500 looks to be headed. And the second part of the video, I go over more individual stocks and stocks off the high probability setup. I split the thing up. I put out the first part on YouTube. The second part stays within the membership portion of the site. So if you do see the video just stop abruptly, that's because that's the halfway mark, and you can get that information on DayTradingRadio.com. But just to go over this, what a week we've had. I mean, the EU summit actually really caused a big pop in the market going into the latter part of the week. Thursday it started, and we started to see that reversal on Thursday. And we're going to go out here and take a look at, we're going to start off here, and we're going to take a look at, first of all, actually what we should do is actually go back. And every week I actually put out I try to put out an update. And I've started using what's called a market radar. Basically, if I see a situation in the market that is a high probability zone where the market's going to make a move either up or down, but it's a higher probability zone, I'll put out a special market alert. And I did this this was on the 29th, it was actually Thursday for Friday. So Thursday for Friday, and what we were looking at, and I actually put out these videos, and this is again on the website. Anybody could see this. We were talking about this upward channel. So we take a look at this channel here, and what we had happen on Thursday was this 60-minute crossover. It pulled back here. Now, what's really cool is because we talk about this all the time, all the news that's out there, and all the backseat quarterbacks and the traders and the analysts and the TV and the media pumping all this news about the Eurozone and everything that's wrong with the world is just being pumped down our throats. Yet the market continues to look, if I look at certain characteristics of the market, the market has just, really performed on a technical basis and not really on the news basis. It's just it's a beautiful thing to look back and see each oversold level is being bought into, each overbought level is being, and basically you have this little channel developing. And going into all this news this past week, we had the EU summit, we had the FOMC rate decisions, we had a lot of different things going on. Yet the market continued to just pull back here into an oversold position on the 60-minute chart. And we looked at that and I said, well, this looks like a great level. Look for a bounce here, and we had that strong bounce on Thursday. Put out the alert for a follow-through day on Friday, and if we take a look on now, you see Friday we exploded. And that's where we left off here. Now, if we take a look at this, we are overbought on the 60-minute stochastics. We're overbought here. All right, but we have some upside here, And what it really came down to is that 1364 level. And again, this is all going back. If you follow the videos on YouTube or if you follow the updates, you know that the 1364 is the important level. And look at where we are now, 1362. So Monday, Tuesday, man. It could be interesting. It definitely could be interesting. The market on the daily chart is in a potential bearish flag. So there is the possibility of follow through here, and to get out, even break through this level, but still technically just form this upward channel. And that upward channel, until it breaks out the new highs up here, is really just an upper channel, like almost a bearish flag scenario. We have to really take out the highs here. But as closer we get to that point, I think the more obvious it's going to happen. But it hasn't happened yet, and there's definitely going to be some fireworks before that happens. So the bias going into next week, short term, because of the midweek holiday, and lighter volume, I typically see markets rise on light volume. All right, so going into a holiday week, it's going to be probably one of the less volume, light volume weeks of the year, the lightest volume weeks of the year, and that could actually get this market to move up even closer to this level until we get some traders back from vacation. So that's the bias to the upside right now. And the reason that is, look at the daily crossover here. Daily crossover, very strong move. When you get a crossover on the stochastics, we use basically the 60-minute the 60-minute and the daily. In some cases, it was used the weekly and in the 5-minute for intraday trades. But when you have a daily crossover, that's an extremely longer-term bullish signal. And when you get that, you get a follow-through. And you could just measure the last times we got these bullish crossovers. And this is a very bullish one. And take it there was some news coming out of the Eurozone, and there's things out here that add to that. But again, technically oversold on the 60, and like clockwork, boom. So potential news coming over the weekend. Anything can happen with that. But if there was no news and stuff, everything continues to look very good going into next week. The 60-minute chart, extremely bullish. Extremely bullish. The daily, extremely bullish. The 60-minute chart, embedded, overbought, but that's a short-term time frame. And then when you have a very strong market, that could be embedded for a long time. So right now, everything actually looks pretty good. Prediction: do we get through the new highs? I do think so. By the summer, before the summer is over, we're trading at new highs. But again, news really is a big factor in this market, and because we're holding in and climbing into this wall of worry, that's a typical strong market right now, and that's how things play out. But now we're going to go over a watch list that I have prepared for you guys. That is one of the best to watch lists. A watch list I put out there. I have a couple of new resources, and I wanted to talk more about that on the radio. I actually put that on one of the charts to remind me to talk about this on the radio. One of my new resources I use to research stock and stocks and setups and very strong or really great patterns, which are called high probability setups, are based off multiple indicators. And again, there's 500 videos out there explaining it. So if you might be new to this video, then just make yourself at home at DayTraderRockStar and enjoy the ride. So we're going to get into the 10 for 1,000 watch list right now, and some of you guys will lose this video on YouTube.